All right, what's up, fellas? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro. All right, so today we're going to talk about something. I've already talked about the benefits of yoga, just regular yoga. You can find a yoga class if you're in college. You could go usually to your recreation center. They have yoga. If you're not, they have there's probably a yoga facility, or studio, better word, a yoga studio around where you live. Right now, I want to tell you about what I did before my training camp in New Orleans. Okay. So here's the thing. When I was a rookie, I was in Houston. I didn't really know what to expect. Well, I got down there. Well, I was down there for the spring, for the OTAs and the summer leading into the training camp. So I understood something. I understood that I could barely breathe. The humidity literally smacked me in the face, man. You walk outside, you're immediately sweating. All right. And the first thing that I did, we talked about nose breathing. So everybody I train, that's one of the first things. So I can tell you don't know how to breathe. You need to know how to breathe. So there's a certain way that you breathe with your diaphragm and your nose that will help give you more higher performance, slow your heart rate down, and move at a faster pace. All right, be able to go longer with less energy. Okay, so we talk about that. I'll go into depth in that another video again, but I want to talk to you about what I did when I got older, and you know um kind of, I guess, a vet at that time. What I did, because I was living in Richmond, Virginia. All right. And it doesn't get as hot. So when I was in Virginia and the lockout was happening, I needed to prepare myself for training camp in New Orleans. All right. So what did I do? I learned about Bikram Yoga. So Bikram Yoga, you definitely want to check that out. Basically, it's a little bit different than, I would just say, just normal hot yoga. But Bikram Yoga really helped me out a lot, and it can help you out no matter where you are or who you are. Um, it's basically where they heat up the room to, I think it's like 110 degrees, right? It's like 110 degrees. How many degrees is it in? All right, 105 degrees. So you're in a room. They you go in there, and then you have 26 poses. It's for 90 minutes. So the benefits of what I've noticed for myself, and I'll read a couple off, but man, just first of all, just being in a room, the humidity, just being in there, and the first time you do it, the goal is just to stay in the room the whole time. Because what happens is you almost kind of like, okay, you start to panic a little bit, and you like just relax, and you gotta learn how to relax yourself and then breathe, right? Um, and that's help. That it's kind of like controlling your mind a little bit too. Mental strength and learning how to relax in pressure situations is almost like that. It's a psychological thing. Okay. Um, balance. So you see one of these poses, you're gonna have to do different poses, 26 poses, and you're gonna learn stability, core strength, balance, which we know in yoga, but balance is key as an athlete, as an elite athlete. Okay. Um, you're obviously gonna become more flexible, right? And flexibility. A lot of people, one of my guys, I've noticed something with one of my guys, man, flexibility in your hips, your joints, man, all of that stuff, man, matters in recovery and being able not getting hurt, like prevention, injury prevention. People don't realize how important that is. So that helped you with that. And then they talk about like blood circulation since it's so warm, and then the poses and movements that you do, it increases your blood circulation, which helps blood get to certain areas that it may not be going like it should. So if you have an injury, to your ankle or your knee, they talk about how it helps arthritis and all that stuff because the blood flow. So let's talk about it. I'm reading off a list. Let me see. Blood surgery. Okay, so the blood surges. It said upon releasing from the sauna, the blood surges forward with fresh new blood cells built up in that 1 minute lockup. So they talk about different poses. Other poses are designed to build and establish solid balance, combining varying degrees of flexibility with strength, and more importantly, the incredible concentration needed to hold the pose. So, oh, okay, so Bikram, are alignment issues in the spine, osteoarthritis, cardiovascular diseases, blood pressure, diabetes, and many more. So I noticed just from a standpoint of just being simple with it. Look, man, it helped me. It got me prepared for training camp because of the heat and being able to endure the humidity because I knew what I was going to do. So I need to learn how to breathe. Nose breathe. So that's big in yoga. That's where I learned it. The top yogis understand how to breathe, and then focus. Being able to focus and hold these poses and with increase your concentration. So that's a mental characteristic, right? Um, Balance, obviously. Like a simple pose. Because one of the things I tore up my ankle from high school, no, from high school, college, and the pros. Every single level I was I was at, I tore up my ankle. So like a pose like this where you have to balance, that's good stability for your ankle, you know. So it's a lot of benefits, but I do recommend you maybe at least once every couple weeks. Because I already told you to do yoga once a week, but man, definitely if you can find one around you, Bikram Yoga. Okay, it's spelled Bikram. Bikram Yoga. Definitely check it out, try it out. And the first goal when you go in there, just attempt to do everything to the best of your abilities, but attempt to just stay in there the whole time. So what happens is, let's say you start getting a little, and make sure you hydrate. You can they allow you to bring water. Um, but like usually they tell you if you feel like you're gonna pass out, then you can leave, you can step out. But what you do is just lay down, right, and just relax and just breathe. And then when you feel like you can get back in there, then you go again. But this is a tip that will really help you guys out. We talk about rest and recovery. Maybe this is the day that uh you don't want to put any serious stress on your joints or muscles when it comes to like regular working out, pounding as we do, weightlifting and running and all that stuff. Take a day where you just go to do some yoga, and Bikram yoga will be good. All right, you're gonna sweat like crazy, get all the toxins out of your body and refreshed. All right, so check it out. Give it. This is definitely one of the things that I recommend to my guys, especially if you playing down in the South. If you playing down in the South, you need to get prepared. For you pro guys, I was working with one of my boy Billy McMullins guys who's going to play in New Orleans. I said, look, you definitely want to check out Bikram Yoga. I'm giving you a heads up. All right, because it is a beast down there in that humidity. Okay. All right, fellas, I'm gonna keep giving you tips to help you guys improve your skills. It's Mark Parson. Email me if you have any questions at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. I'm gonna keep giving you tips and information to help you get better. And when you make it, just give me a shout out. Holler back at me, just email me, give me a testimony. Say, hey, Mark, man, the tips you gave me a couple years ago helped me do this and that. And that gives me energy. All right? Peace.